What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, we're going to be discussing justice for Johnny Depp, but specifically that Pirates of the Caribbean needs him back. Disney needs to rehire Johnny Depp. So we're going to be going into that. I just want to quickly start this video off by saying, if you guys like this kind of content, we talk about Pirates of the Caribbean all the time on this channel. We've done it when Pirates 5 came out. We've done it in between. We're doing it now. We've actually never stopped. If you would be so kind to hit that subscribe button for me, you guys would truly, truly rock if you did that. Leave a like, leave a comment, all of that kind of stuff. Because again, we cover Pirates of the Caribbean quite often on this channel, and we will be continuing it in 2020 when I'm sure we will get at the very least, news for the new Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Okay, so we're not going to go so much into what happened with Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, okay? I don't want this video to get flagged. I don't want a problem with this video in general, talking about this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, we know, hopefully by now, you guys know what actually happened. We know that Johnny Depp wasn't in the wrong. Does he have problems he needs to work on as a human? I'm sure. Everybody does. Does he have more than maybe a normal person? Maybe. Okay, it's not really for any of us to judge. Here's the deal, though. Johnny Depp has been kind of like reclaimed, right? He's not the person that the court filings and all that kind of stuff. He shouldn't. Baseline, here's what shouldn't have happened. He shouldn't have been fired from Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay? Now, if their strategy, if Disney's strategy going into Pirates 6 or this next Pirates movie over the last little while is, well, Johnny Depp did this, that. We need to distance ourselves from this guy. And listen, we've talked a lot about it on this channel. There were definitely reasons to distance yourself from Johnny Depp. Not even just this Amber Heard stuff, but also some other stuff he does in his personal life. It's a little hard to keep him as close as Disney had and say, hey, you know, he's Jack Sparrow. You know, like, this is the guy. It became difficult. It becomes more and more difficult, and I understand that. But we know actually from the court case itself that he was fired from Pirates of the Caribbean. And we can, I guess it's not necessarily 100% linked, like because of this Amber Heard stuff, Johnny Depp was fired. But I'm going to safely assume that's the reason. That, you know, we can kind of put up, Disney saying, we can kind of put up with paying him $70, $80, $90 million to play Jack Sparrow. We can put up with that. We can put up with that he does some other stuff on the side and things like that. Again, I don't want to say it in a video. We can accept that. But like this stuff, like now you're known in the news. Now everybody thinks you're this kind of person. You know, even if you're not, at this point in time, we just can't. Like, we like Pirates, and it makes us a lot of money, and we need to continue with it, but we just cannot have you associated. And honestly, that's what Disney did. I think 1,000% that's what Disney did. It said, we've put up with a lot of stuff, but we just can't. We need to continue the franchise, and we can probably come up with other excuses, but, like, this one has definitely put us over the edge. So the question is now, what happens? What's the future? Like, and here's the deal. I don't want to get people super, super excited, so let me just come out and say it. I really don't think this kind of finishes with them rehiring him back. I truly don't. It actually hurts me. It makes me sad. Truly, like as an individual, it makes me sad that is what would happen, because it's actually such a depressing and like dark road where, like, okay, you have Pirates 5. To me, to a lot of people, I think it reinvigorated the Pirates of the Caribbean in general. I get that a lot of people thought it was a bad movie. Some people said it just continued the downward, trajectory of Pirates. I don't think so. I think it bounced back from 4. I think it set up what could be a very good Pirates 6. We have all this kind of stuff. We don't really get the closure we all wanted with Jack Sparrow, and then all of this stuff in real life, because sadly it's not just all a movie, right? And that's the sad, and that's not even a joke. It's the sad part of things, that it's not just the movie. There's all these background things that you have to deal with in between. And Johnny Depp gets fired, and we're just not gonna have Jack Sparrow anymore, and we're gonna have to reboot the franchise. We're gonna have to start it from brand new, and we could ruin Pirates of the Caribbean by doing this. Who knows what happens because of all, but like we just can't. And like it just sucks, because it's like, well, now, funny enough, at the end of this road, we find out that, realistically, you could bring him back. James Gunn, for example, did some stuff that we won't discuss, and he still did that stuff, and they rehired him. They fired him because of it, and then they rehired him because of actually nothing. He still did what he was fired for, which is really a stupid thing in general. Disney is very much a double standard company, but you have Johnny Depp that, again, like, well, we're going to fire you because of this, but then if we find out that you didn't do this, which you didn't, well, do you rehire him? Because actually, it would be the right thing to do to rehire this man, because you fired him for reason A, and then he didn't actually do reason A, so you should probably bring him back. Because, again, James Gunn did actually do reason A, and you still brought him back. And it just sucks if they don't do that. Now, the problem is we don't know behind closed doors how far is Pirates 6. We keep calling it Pirates 6, the next Pirates of the Caribbean. How far is it in development? Like, we know they got Ted Elliott. We know they got the Chernobyl writer, right? So they're bringing in new people. The Deadpool writers didn't work out. But we don't know behind the scenes what's happened. I mean, you can only estimate and guess that, they could have been writing a script now for the past couple months. It could take scripts a very long time to get done, but we don't know where they are in the script writing process. We don't know behind the scenes where they are in their kind of idea of what they want this movie to be. I mean, we kind of hear the whole redhead, right, female-led thing, but did they get there because they knew that they can't go forward with Johnny Depp? And then if he's back, if they feel like, oh, man, he didn't actually do it, like, what's the harm? Or, like, we've crunched these numbers and, like, yeah, this could still work. Like, we could still bring him back, make people happy, all this kind of stuff. Let's bring him back. Well, now the writing gets delayed, right? Now production on the movie gets delayed because it's like, well, we were writing it without, we restarted the franchise, and now we have to put him back in and continue from 5. And then we have to get, Henry and Karina back. We have to get all these actors back and actresses back, all this kind of stuff. And I'm saying this as if I'm trying to, like, will it to happen. And I do. I want this to happen. But, I mean, just think about that, though. Think about how difficult that would be. And I'm only saying it just as a person sitting on my couch, right? If you're there, if you're in Disney, if you are in that room writing it, if you're dealing with all these hundreds of millions of dollars for this budget and stuff, like, it's a big deal. You can't just halt it, or you can't just pull literally a 180 and say, well, now we can just have Jack back. So you guys, we got you because we wanted new life. I guess we can still keep you because you can still do new life, but finish 5. Like, the story of 5 was going somewhere. Finish that story for us. Add these characters all back in. Oh, scrap what you were doing. Maybe we could do that one day. Maybe it could be a Disney Plus thing or something. Like, do that. And I mean, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? You just stare at them, right? So it's very difficult. I mean, I don't know what, like, either way. Here's the deal. Here's the ultimate deal. You're going to upset people no matter what. Because if you go back to Johnny Depp, I mean, you could delay the movie. There could be a lot of problems there. Also, there are just still people that don't like the direction Pirates is going, all that kind of stuff. So you're going to get that negativity. But if you don't rehire Johnny Depp and you go forward and the movie sucks, or you kill the franchise, Pirates of the Caribbean, then you have the people saying, why didn't you just bring him back? He didn't do anything wrong. Maybe he did, like, smaller things that, again, you can overlook, but he didn't do the thing you fired him for. He didn't do it. So why don't you bring him back? And then, on top of that, you took out his character, you rebooted the franchise, and you destroyed it. You did a terrible job. Don't you think that's going to make people pretty darn upset? It sucks. I mean, this Justice for Johnny thing, it's great. I'm actually very happy. I actually thought back in the day with the whole video that Amber Heard did and all that kind of stuff, I always thought that he didn't really do anything wrong. I always kind of hoped that maybe he was a good person, that he wouldn't be able to do the things that people were saying. And, turns out he didn't. So that's great. I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about movies, we're talking about fantasy, that's all something. I'm very happy that he got closure in the fact that hopefully a lot of people can see if they thought he was a terrible guy for doing this, this, and that. And now they can see, oh, he didn't, okay? I hope those people, can move past that. And I hope overall him as a person will have a better life because of this outcome. Okay, generally I want that. But another part of that is business-wise, or his job, it hurt. Like, because of all this stuff, it hurt him career-wise. And I hope that recovers. And things like Fantastic Beasts, things like Pirates, Pirates stabbed him in the back. Pirates said, oh, you're this guy? Well, we don't care. Well, you're out. Well, we can't keep you. And then now they can still stab him in the back and say, oh, well, we should hire you back. It's the right thing to do. But no, we feel pretty confident about this reboot. We got this under. People are saying all over the internet that they will see, because Pirates of the Caribbean is not carried by you. It's carried. And now, to be honest with you, I think that. I think Pirates is bigger than Jack Sparrow, but so many people don't think that. And that's totally cool. I've moved past, and I've come to accept, and it's totally cool for us to think differently. Because ultimately, we love Pirates, and we just want it to be the best it possibly can be. Let me tell you this, I don't want a reboot. I never did, and I certainly don't now, knowing that Johnny Depp should be hired back. There is no reason besides delaying the movie. Maybe you have to waste a couple tens of millions of dollars because of all this stuff, but like, it's the right thing to do. And ultimately, I think it's going to make the most people happy. If you bring him back, you finish Pirates, you do Pirates 6 with him, I think you're going to have more, even if the movie sucks, but you get at least a proper closure to him, you're going to make more people happy than if you do a reboot, and even if it's good, there's still going to be that lingering thing of like, you just kind of left him out to dry. Like, he's still there, and he didn't do anything wrong. So ultimately, that's where I kind of stand on this. Guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think they should rehire Johnny Depp? I'm going to assume, based off of what you guys have said in the past videos, the answer is yes. But let me know, again, in the comments below. Again, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel podcast now. Hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And we're going to be continuing our Pirates of the Caribbean coverage. New videos every couple weeks, and when something like this happens, some news story revolving Pirates, we'll certainly be there. So again, make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.